everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my October update of my 5-pan rolling style project pan. I can't believe we're in October. This year has absolutely flown by, although I am so happy to be in the fall season. Got my house a little decorated for fall. I'm loving like the cooler weather, cozying up in sweatshirts, so not mad about it, although it's been quite warm this week. But in general, I feel like we are getting some of that fall weather, which I just love. I'm like really into like the apple cider donuts right now. And at Starbucks, which like I never drink Starbucks, but I tried the pumpkin iced chai with like the pumpkin cold foam, that drink. And oh my gosh, it's so good. It's like a dessert. So I've been visiting Starbucks more than like my once every 6 months and grabbing that drink. I've probably had it like 3 or 4 times since they released it. It's so good. So yeah, that's just kind of where I stand in life right now, but excited to share with you my October update of this series. Just in case you're not familiar with it, this is a rolling style 5-pan project pan, meaning I'm working on 5 products at once. And I am working on those until I completely finish them. And then once I finish them, I move them out of my collection and I roll a new product in to replace it. And I've been having some really great success, I'd say like for this whole year, but especially the last few months. This month, I unfortunately don't have an empty, although I feel like I'm getting very close on one product. And I expect it to be empty next month, so definitely stay tuned for that update. But in general, like we're still chugging away on everything and I'm super happy with where we stand in this project. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk through the products that are still going to be here next month and I'm still gonna be working on. The first one is my Beauty Vault lip liner in the shade Cozy Cura. I wore this 9 times this month and I think I sharpened it like once or twice. So continuing to make progress here. I say this every month, but progress on this product is always slow because I don't wear a ton of lip liner. And although I'm wearing it 9 times, like I'm not like filling in my entire lips. I kind of just line like a little bit along the bottom, a little bit on the top, and then whatever lipstick or lip gloss I'm wearing that day, I just kind of put on top and then like blend them together. I do enjoy wearing this because I feel like it helps my whatever lip color I'm wearing stay much longer. So I've been very much enjoying like the longevity of this product and the ad, and I feel like the color is just getting more and more on point as we get into fall and winter. So I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this by the end of the year, especially if you look at the progress clips. It's not moving fast enough, but I'm still so proud of how much progress that I've made on this because I just never expected to really focus on a lip liner like I have been. And so I'm happy with where we stand with that, even though I don't expect us to empty it in the next 3 months, but we'll see how much progress we can make. Another one that's been tough for me is this Avon eyeliner. As you can see, it's super tiny, but it's just hard for me to make progress on this in this project. I wore this 4 times this month, so I'm happy with 4 uses. I did sharpen it. Like I turned it like once in the sharpener, so it got sharpened a little bit. I like love this product for a smoky eye, like in my waterline. I'm wearing it today, but I'm not always going for that look anymore. I used to like love that all the time, but that is definitely just like not my daily type of look. And so it's hard to find the right opportunities to wear this. Although I did find 4 opportunities and I'm gonna continue to try and find more, and we're gonna continue to make progress on it. This I would love to have done by the end of the year, but I think I'm gonna have to try a little bit harder than I am. But if it's not done at the end of this year, I'm rolling it into next year's project pan. I am determined to just keep working on this until it is done. An exciting update in this project is my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And the reason it's an exciting update is because look how close we are to being done with this product. I mean, really, there's just like a little bit along the edge. I keep thinking I need to repress it, but then I have no problem picking up product from this with my brush because it is so dusty that every time I run my brush along the edge, a bunch of powder kind of comes into the center and then I'm able to pick it up there. So I'm like, well, if I don't have to necessarily repress it, I'm not going to, because you always kind of lose a little bit of product when you repress. I'm just really happy with this progress. Hopefully you'll see it in the progress clips, but I'm expecting that by next month, this will be empty. So hold me to that. Another product that I used 11 times this month is my Kosas Cloud Set powder. So a powder for me like this is just a staple in my makeup routine. I always set my foundations because I prefer not necessarily like super matte, but I prefer like a more natural look, and just throughout the day, like I don't necessarily get oily, but I think with like my setting spray and just wearing like makeup throughout the day, like it just kind of sets into your skin more. And so I just like to have a powder down so it just kind of all looks very natural and blends. And so the powder obviously that I've been using in this project is this Kosas Cloud Set one. I do really enjoy this powder because I feel like it kind of gives you a very flawless, like light, airy finish to your makeup, which is nice because the product I'm going to talk about next that I've been using as my base product has also like not a ton of coverage. It's very light too, so they kind of go really well together. As you can see, we still have a little bit of a mound here, but I feel like we're making really good progress. Like over here in this top part, there's a lot of like little holes and stuff. So I don't know if we're gonna hit pan next month, but I definitely expect us to hit pan by the end of the year, which would be my hope with this. I mean, I would love to have this finished by the end of the year, let's be real, but if we don't, I'd love to see some pan on this by the end of the year, and that would then set us up to work on this in 2024 and get it finished up. So definitely always trying to think about like, hey, if I'm not gonna be able to finish something by a certain time, especially as we get to like the last few months of the year, then how can I get it to a place where I'd be like really excited to pan it next year because there isn't a ton of product left. That's always something that I'm kind of like thinking about in the back of my mind. And then the next and last product that we're gonna talk about today is my ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. I used this 9 times this month. This one I really enjoy because it's just so light coverage. Like you put it on and you don't feel like cakey or anything. Not saying that I feel cakey normally when I'm wearing like a more or higher coverage or like typical foundation, but this just like completely removes any of that. And I've been working a little bit more from home, and so it's just really nice to just have something super lightweight on my face if I do decide to put makeup on, because to be honest, I don't every day. I probably wear makeup like at this point, like, I don't know, 2 days a week, 3 days maybe. When I do decide to wear makeup, if I'm working especially, this is like super nice to wear because it is so lightweight. Now if like we're going out to dinner or like doing something on the weekend and I want a little bit more coverage, I have this Makeup Forever HD Skin foundation in my Shop My Stash project pan. So like that's always an option to either just wear that on its own or mix in with this. It does really great with both. I think I mentioned when I rolled this one in, I was having a hard time picking something from my collection to roll into this project because I had already either finished or had rolled into this project all of the products that I had on my planning to pan list that I did at the end of last year. And I just wasn't like 100% sure like what I wanted to work on. And I'm really happy that I am working on this because I've had it for a little while. And I think like, as you can see, like there's, maybe you can't see. As I squeeze this, I can see some light through it. So I feel like the product is definitely moving down and we are making progress on it. So we will see. I think this is gonna be a slow and steady one too. Kind of like the vibe for a lot of these products minus my bronzer. So hoping to have it empty for you in November with that. And then we'll kind of see like where we end up for my December update. And then we'll work on whatever we're working on until the end of the year. And then at that point, I will kind of do like a full roundup of like how this project went in general, which like I said at the beginning of this video, I've been very, very proud of. I feel like I've made a lot of good progress on a lot of different parts of my collection. And then, I mean, I'm like super excited about like the end of the year videos because I think it's gonna be really fun to like go through my collection again, figure out like the products that I wanna pan for next year and do my whole planning to pan series again. And yeah, I don't know. I'm optimistic for like the rest of this year, but also really excited to start thinking about the types of videos for next year. So hopefully all of you are excited as well. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. And I think that's it. So I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye.